This is my review of the Power Rangers movie, which I finally got to see the other day. I didn't get to see it over the weekend, but I saw it, and I'll say right off the bat, yeah, it was good. I didn't have a problem with the movie. Because I know the property very well because I grew up with the property. I wasn't a kid when it came out. I was more going into my teenage years, so I was like 13 or whatever when it came out. But I wasn't a big fan of the Power Rangers when I was little, but yet I watched every single goddamn episode. Every single one, I think. Even like when I got older, when they went to Turbo and everything like that. No matter how ridiculous it was to me, which I thought it was ridiculous because just the way everything was dubbed, and it was obviously, we know that it was made towards kids, but with the Power Rangers, the thing that bothered me when I was younger is that when I first saw it, when it first came out, I was like, what is this? What? Oh, okay, it's a kid show. I looked at it, I'm like, wait, this is the Dynamen. I remember the Dynamen when I was little because I used to watch any single Japanese, anything from overseas that came out in the United States as a TV show, and it was a live action TV show. It was only, I think it was like one episode called The Dynamen, and they had the exact same costumes and everything like that. And I'm like, wait, they're using old footage from like The Dynamen and they're inserting it into this Americanized thing, and they're not even like the fact that that footage was so old, because I remember it from when I was a really little kid and they were using it now, and they weren't even cutting it that well. They were just like throwing it in there. It's like, okay, this is the superhero show. And I was like, okay. So that's the reason why I was kind of annoyed when I was little. But obviously the Power Rangers became really popular back then. I remember like everybody was talking about it, but I never ever took it seriously. I just thought it was entertaining to watch. And especially when they brought Tommy in, the Green Ranger, which I'm going to go into in a second because you probably already know about this. But as far as the Power Rangers movie goes, I'm going to rate it right now 1 out of 5. I would give it like a 4 for satisfying all the people who are fans, and hopefully for the new people who are watching it to go, oh, this is kind of a cool concept and everything like that. Which I don't think it's exactly a cool concept, but it's just fun. It's just a fun, whatever type of story, especially nowadays with so many superheroes out there and everything. So the first one I wanted to mention was the opening scene, because it's the spoiler review. The opening scene blew me away. I was literally blown away by that scene. I didn't expect it coming when they showed Zordon on the ground, and it was in the Mesozoic era, and they were fighting Rita Repulsa. And I feel like an idiot because the whole time when they kept showing Rita Repulsa in images of her on trailers and just, when they used to just have the photos online, this is our new design for Rita Repulsa, I was going, oh, that's a modern day design, because Rita Repulsa, basically, that was another thing where they took every single time her character spoke on the original TV show, they had a really bad dub over her voice. It was like horrible, where it didn't even match up to anything that she was saying, because she knows she was speaking in Japanese or Chinese. I'm sorry, I'm getting it wrong right now, but she wasn't speaking English originally. And it was exaggerated, and it was, really animated, and it was over dramatic and everything. She wore like this huge gown. You could look it up online. With this big, huge headdress and everything like that. So to go from that to go to Elizabeth Banks wearing this tight, skinny, almost sexy green outfit with the hair pulled up and everything like that, and more like a little bit more frightening makeup on her, like she has like metal and the gold going through her head. I was like, oh, well, that is a different change. I mean, that's good. That's a good modern day change. But the thing that makes me feel like an idiot is that I accepted the fact that it was a green costume, and I didn't think about it because I thought, this is Power Rangers. I'm not going to overthink Power Rangers. And then when they showed the opening scene for the Power Rangers movie, when I went to see it, I saw it right away. I went, oh my God, she's the Green Ranger. I went, oh. They literally took all that lore about Power Rangers and put it into the movie. Like, they actually thought about it. And I really appreciated that part. I'm like, okay, parts of the Power Rangers that I wouldn't take seriously whatsoever, they're making me take seriously a little bit now because they really thought about the future for this. So if she is the original Green Ranger who betrays the Rangers and tries to take, because this whole story is about the stone that exists on the planet Earth and that allowed the planet Earth to spawn life and everything. And she wants that stone. She wants the power of that stone. But once she takes it, of course, everything on Earth will die. I thought that was really good. And the fact that we got to see Zordon, because Zordon used to be the Red Ranger. We got hints of like Zordon being whatever in the TV series, but it wasn't another thing. It wasn't like they didn't go too deeply into any of that stuff. But this they did. and they still kept it hokey and everything, a little bit campy and everything. Even literally like towards the end when they finally got into their Zords, there was a scene where they got into their Zords and they were running, and it was a classic scene from the TV show where you get to hear the theme song in the background, "Go Go Power Rangers," you know. And I was like, oh my god, they actually, and it sounds awful, but you still kind of get into it. You're like, this is just funny that they actually really put that in there. But it just, like, that's the thing. It goes back to the people who originally watched it. It gave them what they wanted, and it brought in new people. I thought the acting was really well done, even by Elizabeth Banks, because of that whole thing that I just mentioned with the original Rita Repulsa being so over dramatic and the dub lines are really bad. Is that Elizabeth Banks? I feel like she honed that. She took that part of that character and actually made it into her performance. So some people have been saying that, well, she didn't, she kind of phoned it in a little bit, or like she was really exaggerated, but that's the way Rita Repulsa was. And I think that's, I could be wrong, but it looks like that's what she was going by. And she still tamed it down a little bit and made Rita like really scary, because in the beginning, when she came out of the water and everything like that, her body was basically desiccated. I was like, that's good. And she was basically eating people's, anybody who had any gold, like gold teeth in their mouth and everything like that. She was going after all this gold, because going to another point, she was going after gold to create her gold creature to get the stone, which was Goldar. That was another I feel stupid about. When I saw the creature on the commercials and I saw it had wings, I'm like, why would there be a winged creature just walking around? That's the first big huge monster that she creates. I'm like, wait a second, Goldar, because he looks so different, because they literally got rid of the face. Goldar, the original, if you look it up in the original Power Rangers, I just always remember as that stupid character that was always beside Rita Repulsa. He did fight the Power Rangers a lot. He did become huge at one point, but he kind of had like a monkey face, and then he had the gold outfit with the wings and everything. This time they just took that and they got rid of the monkey face and they made it more amorphic, like Terminator 2 type thing, where it looked like a blob of like metal, but it was gold. And like, that was another thing that surprised me. Okay, so they got Goldar in there. So they're really going back. They're really going back. And obviously, at the very end, we got to see Tommy, and we got to see the Pink Ranger. I can't remember her name, something Jackson. She was in Felicity. She's in so many other things. You know, people don't remember this. And that was good. You know, you're going to see somebody from the old cast there. And they just, yeah, all in all, the acting was well done by everybody's part. Some people talked about the Yellow Ranger being her actually being a lesbian and everything like that, and they said that was a controversial thing. It wasn't, and she kind of just brought it up very quickly, you know, like she didn't want to be labeled. And you could kind of see it anyhow, because she kept looking at the Pink Ranger like, ooh, you're kind of hot. No, but they did a good job of that. You know, they didn't like hold on to it, because that wasn't the whole point of the movie. You can bring more of that up in the next movie. But I thought they did a good job of that. And yeah, just the whole movie in general, I had a fun time watching it. Not going to win any Oscars or anything like that, but it was a good movie, and I think people should see the Power Rangers movie. It didn't do as well this weekend as people actually it did well. Sorry, it did better than projected, but to justify a second movie, not yet. But I'm pretty sure that when it hits overseas and it hits certain markets and everything like that, it's going to do a lot better. Just because this is a Power Rangers property and almost a lot of people remember it and know it and whatever. I think it's going to do well. Other than that, Beauty and the Beast is dominating this week. Yeah, I'm not going to do a review on that. I'm sorry. I'm not a big Disney animated princess person. I'm not going to do a review on that. Not even going to watch it until it comes out on a maybe download or anything like that. And how they killed a song by Celine Dion and Peeble Bryson, who had like this 5-octave level, and went it down to Ariana Grande and John Legend, which I like both of them, but no. But that's my Power Rangers review. Just, like I said, thumbs up, 4 out of 5. I thought they did a really good job. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Check out my online comic book if you want to, Visions of the New at visionsofthenew@visionsofthenew.com. It's an original comic book that I write, draw, and create and everything, and all my updates and videos will be on there. So until next time.